Hello friends, welcome back to the story created. Today I am again here to give you a new nightmare in the form of Elisa Lam story. First of all, imagine stepping into an elevator, pressing the button for your floor, and suddenly realizing the doors won't close, almost like the building itself is watching you. Now imagine that this moment was caught on camera, and the days later, the person inside the elevator was found dead under circumstances so strange that even investigators still argue about what really happened. This isn't fiction. This isn't a movie. This is a real story of Elisa Lam and the hotel elevator footage that still defies explanation. And trust me, the ending will make you question what you think you saw. Let's start. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old college student from Canada who loved traveling alone, documenting and her thoughts and online like many people her age. In early 2013, she arrived in Los Angeles, staying in the historic Countdown Hotel, known for cheap rooms, long hallways, and a past most tourists didn't bother Googling. At first, everything seemed normal. She explored the city, took photos, and checked in with family daily. But then the calls stopped. No goodbyes, no warning, just silence. And the silence, as you know, is never comforting. Days passed, and the hotel staff began receiving complaints, not about the noise, not about the guest, but about water. The tap water tasted strange. It looked dark, some said it smelled off, and if that already sounded uncomfortable, don't worry, we are not even close to the disturbing part yet, because before anyone knew every Elisa where was, the internet would see her last known moments. When the police realized the elevator surveillance footage, it spread like wildfire, and the reason is simple, nothing about it looks normal. Elisa steps into the elevator and presses several buttons. Then she waits and waits. The doors don't close. She leans forward, peeking out into the hallway, stepping back inside like she's playing a very unfun game of hide and seek. At one point, she presses herself against the wall, her hands moving in strange, almost erratic gestures. No, pause for a second. Have you ever acted like that in an elevator? Exactly. Here's where the theories explode. Some say she's being followed, others believe she is talking to someone we can't see. And then there are those who slow the footage down frame by frame, convinced something or someone is just out of view. But let me ask you this. If you felt someone was chasing you, would you stay in the elevator or would you run? See, nothing adds up. Authorities suggested Elisa may have been experiencing a mental health episode, but that explanation raises even more questions. Why does the elevator behave oddly? Why do the doors stay open? And why after this footage does she completely vanishes inside a building full of guests, cameras and staff? No screams, no witnesses, just a digital ghost trapped in 60 seconds of video. And just when the mystery feels unsolvable, the worst discovery is made. Weeks later, a maintenance worker checks the hotel rooftop water tank. Inside one of them, Elisa Lam is found deceased. I will let that sink in for a moment. A locked rooftop, heavy tanks, no alarm triggered, no clear explanation for how she got there, let alone how she climbed inside. Officials ruled the death accidental, case closed, except nobody was satisfied. Because the lid to the tank was reportedly closed, because guests had been drinking that water, because the elevator footage still feels like a warning, not a coincidence. And because even today, people argue whether this was a tragic accident, a mental health crisis, or something darker than simply doesn't fit into our police report. So here's the real question, and this is where I want you to think. Was the elevator footage misunderstood, or was it the only moment Elisa tried to tell us something was wrong before it was too late? Some mysteries don't end with answers, they end with questions that follow you long after this video ends, and this is one of them. If stories like this make you uncomfortable, curious, and just a little paranoid around elevators, you are in the right place. Subscribe for more true stories that feels unreal, because the scariest horror doesn't come from imagination, it comes from real life. And trust me, the next story is even worse. Bye bye.